Hello folks, this is Trip MX here. This is my first video review, so I'm a very good noob at video reviews. What I'm reviewing is a game series called Beatmania and another game series called DJ Hero. Now, a short background here. Beatmania started in 1997 in Japan. Very popular in the arcades. And even now it still is. In terms of 2DX, which is a more complex version of Beatmania with 2 additional keys. It's pronounced Beatmania 2DX, not IIDX. IIDX is for those who don't know. I used to say it. I was ashamed, and now I am pretty happy that I say 2DX. Without further ado, I shall show you the collection and get on with the review. Easy. We're gonna start this review of Beatmania, the old 5-key and 1 scratch version that was released way back in the day. This is the first one here, the one at the top here. Leave the release date on this one for home, for PlayStation 1. 1997 is when it started. 98 is when they released this for the PS1 only. These are all Japanese games, can only work in a Japanese PS1 or modded. They're all of these games are all based on arcade machines. They're all arcade ports. Almost 100%, we're talking almost 100% arcade port, pure. Except for these two here. These were some home version exclusives, and hidden on these two actually were some more songs from the arcades. This is the old 5-key Beatmania. It's old, music's old, pretty a lot of really raw music and sound, and we will get to that in a moment.
Yo, man.
Here comes a playback, you know how we do as you play in this area. Get down, with the people give up the fight, with the ground, keep the tension out there, picking up the line. Show me, wait for the chance, this is it, right up to the high road, now it's time you guess to the master, you just a lady, you this blaster. Yeah, sure. Don't doubt me, sure. Yeah.
Well, when you cut this shit, man, what you gonna do?
Get the high road,
In the closing years of the arcade versions of the old 5-key Beatmania mixes, KONAMI came up with something a little more intricate for 2DX, an upgrade of sorts, you can say, called Beatmania 2DX. In the arcades, each of these home releases were about 90 to 100% to arcade ports. Well, 90% is better, 90, 95, 98%, yeah. They got respectable home releases for Japanese PS2 only. We got Third Style, which is the first style that we got in the year 2000 for the PS2. It contains First Style, Second Style, Third Style, and Substream songs on that one there. And there's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11, which is red. They started naming them after 10, giving them names. 11 red, 12 Happy Sky, 13 Distorted, 14 Gold, 15 DJ Troopers, and 16, which is the latest one now, Impress, plus Premium Best. 2 discs in this one here. Okay, but during the middle of this crisis here, it's ironic that I put these two aside by each other because they came out kind of close to each other. This is the US version of Beatmania, came out in 2006. And this also, which is the 11th version of Beatmania, came out in 2006 as well. 2DX Red. The US version didn't do too well here in the States because, first of all, it's not beginner friendly. Even the Japanese versions are not. It takes a while to get used to it. It comes bundled with a controller, and there's some American music on there, some US popular hits like Toxic, Virtual Insanity, and Funky Town and all that. They added a couple of that to that, and exclusively on this one. And the other songs that this is comprised of is from Third Style all the way to Ninth Style. They took a couple of songs, they pulled a couple of songs from each of those games and put it on here. The music selection could have been better in my opinion. They could have picked a better handful of songs. This game has a Beatmania 1 side, well, a Beatmania for 5 key side, and a Beatmania 2DX side. All in one, I guess, to give play catch up. Jason Enos was in charge of this, I believe. You might want to have a word with Kage-san. Or a scoldment. Anyway, it didn't do too well in the US, but it's good to start with, I grant you. It works in the US PS2 only, so you ought to get that with the controller. You must have the controller. It's getting rare to find now, so you might want to get it ASAP if you're interested. Good game to start on, but they changed a lot of stuff. Colors, it was based off of Ninth Style's interface. The color is psychedelically changed now. Some psychedelic colors, and they turn greats into perfects. It's strange, but that's what they said. So without further ado, we shall continue. Thanks for watching part 1 of the video. Please click part 2 to see the rest. Arigatou gozaimasu. 次のビデオをクリックします。